For challenging times, we're joined now by royal author Kate Williams and royal photographer Arthur Edwards. So it does seem worrying, doesn't it, to hear he's back in hospital? I mean, should we be worried, or is this just caution on everyone's part?
Well, yes, Kate. I mean, the Duke is not the type of man who would go into hospital if he didn't have to. He's, you know, he really is a man who has to be practically forced into hospital. And it's pretty concerning that this is the third time in 8 months, of course, that he has been hospitalised. When you look back at his actual history of health, it's so good apart from, you know, breaking things. You know, we had the chest infection in 2008, another bladder infection in 2002. Apart from that, he's a picture of health. I mean, we see him, he looks like a man 10 years younger. He's so full of health. He's a testament to exercise, but things are really beginning to trouble him a bit now, and it is very worrying because we're so used to seeing the Duke as this supporting the Queen, rushing about everywhere. He constantly says he's going to slow down. We don't see much evidence of it.
And Arthur, sort of looking through the lens, generally speaking, you can see that he is a picture of health, and that has been for many years.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's aged a bit this year. I mean, I've been covering most of the Jubilee events this year, and he's been looking really tired. But there's a great picture on the front of the Telegraph, which is which I think shows a man looking 71, not 91,
exactly.
And he looks
it's very deceptive.
Amazing. So
we'll get hold of
a fantastic photograph, and he looks really well. And, you know, some of the
really
papers
does, and full of beans,
well,
joy, and
a testament to exercise and not eating between meals. And you know, and I mean, I've been following them as Arthur has this year, and I find their schedule exhausting. And I'm not 91, so
yeah,
it's
but you know, they've
what
cut
they
it
keep
back.
up with.
Yeah, they've tailored the programme so that they don't kill themselves anymore.
Around.
But that picture is superb, and you know, a lot of the papers have used pictures of him looking quite ill this morning. You know, but you know, that is the last picture taken of him, and he looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, that's
so
down at Cowes.
That's right, and you know, they're saying it's a precautionary measure. And, you know, I bet your life that he's there with the Queen opening the Paralympics, you know.
The 29th, exactly.
He'll be there. I know this man. He's determined. He's not going to give in to anything.
And he looks so good in the Olympics as well, the opening ceremony. And when he was watching Zara with Princess Anne, couldn't be more happy watching Zara, you know, win that silver. It was fantastic.
A great picture, isn't it?
It's a lovely picture. I mean, look at that. And why not enjoy it? How great. We've got granddaughter there doing so well. So, look, what do we think is going on then? We've heard there's more tests going on. We've heard that there's speculation that this might be an indicator of something, you know, more serious that's going on there. What kind of care would he be getting? Well,
of course, there was a story in 2008 that there was prostate cancer, which the palace did have to squash, and the newspaper issued an apology. So all we know at the moment is a recurrence of the bladder infection. But there'll be some quite careful testing. They're watching him overnight. He was taken by ambulance. He wasn't flown there, so it wasn't as if it was a real panic. But what is quite concerning really is that, you know, he was in Cowes and he arrived in Balmoral on Wednesday morning, and it really wasn't very long after he arrived in Balmoral that he was taken to hospital. And I think it is very concerning. This is his time, as your correspondent was saying, to enjoy the summer holiday, to have some time off after the rigours of this year, the Diamond Jubilee tour, the pageant, the celebrations, and I think it's very hard for the Queen that she's going to be without him.
And Arthur, understandably, there's going to be a phalanx of reporters, camera crews, snappers there waiting for news and Prince Phillip to come out again, and he'll feel the same as he did previously. What's this fuss and nonsense?
That's right. He's a man that hates all that, hates all fuss. He'll never do anything that's not correct. What he thinks is correct. I remember last year we were in Dublin, and they put this beautiful pint of Guinness on the counter for him at the Guinness brewery, and we were all desperate for him to drink it. It would have been a great picture. And he looked at it, smiled and walked away. And the next day I said to one of his staff, why didn't he drink the Guinness? And he said, because he doesn't like Guinness. And that's it. He won't do nothing to...
Just as a performance,
No, he's not a performer. He'll do it exactly his way.
He won't give you a lot of photo opportunities.
Won't do anything like that. If it came naturally, he would do it. But if it's anything like, if it was a bottle of Light Ale, he would have drunk it.
That's even from the Queen. Of course, she said in March in her address to Parliament, she said Prince Philip isn't a man he's a man who turns down compliments, but he's been a great support to me, which of course he has. She's been in love with him since she was 13. He's our longest serving consort, the longest married monarch is the Queen, and you know, he's been by her side throughout everything that she's experienced.
Wow, it's wonderful to hear, although you're saying all such positive things. It makes us all a little less worried, I think.
Thanks for now.